This is a public service announcement. This is a public service announcement. What you're about to listen to may make you yell, shout, smile, and even laugh out loud. Youth baseball players, coaches, and fans join the S.L.I.D.E podcast crew on their journey to make baseball fun again. Hear stories from players of all ages, plus tips and tricks from coaches and scouts. Now, if you're ready, give us a loud play ball.
Play ball.
Play ball.
Oh my goodness. Y'all were supposed to blow us away with that one. So you're listening to the S.L.I.D.E podcast, but this one, Allie, is like ball girls take over the S.L.I.D.E. So for those of you out there listening, I'm Coach Aaron. Thank you for listening. And I'm joined by my amazing co-host, Allie Lacey. Ma'am, how are you?
I'm good. I think the girls are still on a little bit of a holiday break right there with the play ball.
I know. You guys did better last week. But we have two special guests with us today. Actually not guests, but they're co-hosts. So they're kind of taking over the show. So Allie and I, we're going to sort of sit back and let Evyr and Olivia, ball girls, sort of run this podcast because we got a super special guest joining us, and we're going to let them sort of take over and introduce our guests. So Evyr and Olivia, how are you ladies doing?
We're good. How are you?
Good. I am great. So, who are we talking to today? Do you know? Okay. I'm glad they know, Allie. We got there. Evyr, you've been at school all day, so like your mind's already like going. Olivia, you go back to school tomorrow, so we got to get ready. So this is like an early test for you. So, all right. So tell our listeners who you guys are going to be talking to today.
Denae.
Denae, who? That sounds like
Benito.
a good knock joke though. Like
I don't know.
knock knock. Who is he talking? Denae. You know. So who are we talking to?
Denae Benito.
Okay. And who is she, and why is she special enough to be on the S.L.I.D.E podcast? Evyr, let's take turns. Let's take turns.
Baseball.
Oh, Olivia, go ahead.
She plays for USA Baseball.
USA Baseball. Okay.
On the
Plays
women's national team.
On the women's national team. Yeah. So I was like one of those, I think a lot of people actually out there. And I stumbled upon the fact that the USA had a women's baseball team probably 18 months ago. And I was like blown away. I'm like, where did this come from? How long has this been around? And because honestly, I would rather watch that anytime over any other baseball, really. So, all right. Well, you guys want to introduce her? She's sitting here waiting. Denae, how are you doing, ma'am?
I'm doing pretty great. How are you doing, Aaron?
We're doing great. So what we're going to do is, look, we've got two young ladies that, I know we talked last week with these ladies, and huge future in baseball. I think they're a part of a lot of change that's going to come for the game. And, but I thought it would be really cool for them to get a chance to talk to you and ask you some questions, maybe learn some stuff from you. So.
Yeah, of course.
That sound
I'm
good?
all for it. Let's do it.
All right, Olivia, we're going to let you start.
What was it like playing USA Baseball?
Playing for USA Baseball is honestly an unbelievable experience. You play not only for yourself, but the people around you. We all have the same goal, which is to rule the entire world. We're trying to create a better future for you guys to go play the game that you love. So that's what we're out here doing, and we're having a blast doing it. So it's uncomparable to anything else.
Well, let me just for our listeners out there. So, Denae, tell us a little bit about who you are, where you come from, and like how you landed on baseball.
Yeah, so I'm 21. I'm from Las Vegas, Nevada. I've grown up playing baseball since I was 3-4 years old, throwing with my dad across the street in the park. I played Little League, club ball, high school baseball, various women's tournaments, and now Team USA. So yeah, just enjoying the journey. Whatever comes next, I'm ready.
Evyr, what you got?
Have you ever wanted to switch from softball when baseball got like too hard for you, or you thought that it wasn't gonna take you anywhere?
Honestly, softball was never in my cards. A lot of people tried to get me to switch, but it wasn't the game that I fell in love with, so I didn't want to switch over into something that I was unfamiliar with. It felt like a completely new game, even though it's similar. But I fell in love with baseball. I wanted to stick with it and never wanted to switch out of it. Even when it got hard, I just put my head down, kept working, and knew that was the game that I loved. So I wanted to continue as far as I could.
At what age did you feel like there was more influence of trying to get you to go that route of the softball?
I think it's definitely part of the whole journey of playing baseball. I can remember from when I was in Little League, people telling me there's softball Little League, there's softball club teams, go play softball. So ever since I was little, it's been a thing. But once you prove yourself on the field and people know that you belong on the field, it kind of starts to dwindle away a little bit.
Yeah.
Now getting into like more advanced baseball, like men's leagues and places where they're throwing 90 plus miles an hour, it's definitely hard. People still try and persuade you to go that softball route and say you belong on the softball field, but you just got to prove yourself and it'll go away.
I can imagine like loving something so much like you do baseball, like these girls do baseball, and then you having people tell you that, you should go play another sport. Like, kind of sucks. Like,
yeah, it's definitely a tough one for sure.
Yeah. Do you ladies get that a lot, Olivia and Evyr?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your response, Evyr, when someone says something about going playing with that yellow ball?
I say like there's no reason to do it. It's so much like slower pace than going from baseball to softball. And it's more of like it's a whole different like approach when you're going up to like hit too. Like the ball's coming under instead of over. And then like the different size of the ball, how you have to hold it, all of that.
Yeah. What about you,
And
Olivia?
Olivia's actually played softball a few times before already. She's subbed in with the French team and hit a couple home runs, but I know she's not a fan of it, right, Olivia?
It's very well to me. I find it boring because they can't steal, they can't get picked off, they can't do all these certain things, and I'm just like I was on the base and the ball went past the catcher like multiple times, and I just had to stand there.
Yeah, I totally get that. It's like, what are we doing here? All right. What do you have next for Denae, Olivia?
What was the biggest challenge you faced playing baseball?
I think the biggest challenge is just being able to keep up. Boys are obviously bigger, faster, stronger for the most part, but just being able to stay down, put your head down, put in the work, and know that you belong there is huge. I think just trusting yourself is a big part of it. If you allow these people to get in your head and let them tell you that you don't belong, then you're going to get wrapped up in your head, and it's not gonna be good for you in the long run. So I think a big challenge is just staying positive, trusting yourself, believing in yourself, and knowing that you belong there.
I think that's pretty awesome advice. Allie, like, I mean, I know you've led a women's baseball or a ladies baseball team. You just took them to Cooperstown, these young ladies. I know you've heard the whole, stigma of the softball versus baseball. Do you feel like it's starting to improve?
So, I mean, I think the women who play ball and put their time and effort into playing baseball earn their respect on the field
Right.
before really ever earning it off the field sometimes. And it takes a little extra play and a little more games to play through to earn that respect. And you don't necessarily fully have the respect. But I don't know, like and then that's kind of a question I just wrote down too is Denae, like when you found out about women's baseball, what was it like for you? Because I know for myself, when I realized there's a women's game and that I can coach girls in baseball, it was like eye-opening and kind of enlightening. Like, how was that for you to be able to play it at a young age and then continue?
Yeah, it's definitely been amazing. So I started playing my first women's tournaments when I was about 13, 14 years old. I was honestly mind blown. I had no idea that there was women across the country, that even across the world, that played baseball. I thought I was one of the few, and just played with men my whole life. So it was definitely a new experience, but I fell in love with it. I felt safe. I felt like welcome. I felt like everybody that was there for each other, and everybody understood like where we were coming from. I remember being 14 years old playing in a women's tournament in Maryland, I believe. And I met my very first Team USA player, which was Stacy Piagno, who was a pitcher at the time on Team USA. She introduced me to the women's team, and it was a whole new shift in my life at that point. Like I had no idea that there was a women's national team. And at that moment, I knew that I wanted to be there, and I knew that that's what I wanted to do. So it's honestly opened up a whole new path for me, and I've loved it ever since.
Why don't you think, or have there been conversations around like the amount of exposure that you and the girls get, like from the USA perspective? Because I don't feel like there's a lot of exposure around what you ladies have just accomplished, right?
Yeah, I definitely agree. It's a tough thing to go about, because at the end of the day, we only have so much control over it. But I do agree that we deserve more exposure. We deserve more people to know about us and recognize what we're doing on and off the field. We're making huge gains and huge progress with women in baseball, not only on the field, but off the field and behind the scenes, coaching, MLB. We're coming a long way. So I definitely do think we deserve more exposure to it, but there's only so much we could do.
Yeah, of course. I mean, obviously, I think if we all could control it, we'd snap our fingers and you guys would be on ESPN every night. But
right.
I mean, I get it's a challenge, but I think there's so many people out there that just don't know about it, and just giving you guys a little bit more exposure could open up a whole new, I mean, everything's about dollars. Like, you know, they don't put anything on TV unless it's going to draw sponsorships and commercials and attention. But I think it could, just like the softball World Series. Like, I mean, softball World Series is a pretty big event, and I would watch baseball way over, softball. So, all right,
they're getting there. They're getting there. I mean, you heard Denae, she heard about it, Team USA, when you were 13, 14 years old. It was the first time. I mean, you have Evyr and Olivia here, 12-year-olds who've known about Team USA for multiple years now. Like, that's already a huge gain right there, where these young ladies, young girls know about that team and have people like Denae, Kelsey, Alex Hugo, Holmesy, all these women to look up to and get to play against them at some of these events. I mean, Denae's only 21, and Team USA, the national team, playing semi-pro ball, got to pick up the yellow baseball with the bananas. How was that?
Oh, that was an amazing experience. I had so much fun. Just being able to be out on the field and dancing and have fun and let loose, but also showing how good you are at baseball. It was an unbelievable experience for sure.
Now, how many innings did you get to catch? Or were you just did you get
I was their bullpen catcher.
Bullpen.
No, I was their bullpen catcher for the 2 days that they were in Vegas. And then I got to hit some BP with them up in California and hang out with them for a little while before watching their game. So I know they have tryouts coming up, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, they do. Have you signed up yet? Because I don't.
Of course I have.
Okay. I will tell you, I have been sitting in Coach Viro's office earlier. I was sitting in his office earlier this year, and your name came up because he was very.
Oh, really?
He was very complimentary of you. So
that's amazing to hear. No, it's I had a blast. It was amazing.
Who's your favorite banana? You probably don't want to answer that, but it's okay.
I honestly, I love all of them. They're all super nice. They treated me very well, but I got to go with the catcher, Bill Leroy. He's amazing. The stuff he does is just unbelievable. Got to stay with my catchers.
Sweet. What's your favorite banana ball rule?
I like the no walks rule. I like how everyone has to touch the ball. Yep. Got to be quick.
Okay. All right, Olivia. What's your next major question for Denae? Oh, you got them all wrote down now. Don't forget that.
Like being a catcher. You're both catchers, right?
Yeah. What is the deal with almost every girl that we've had on the show is a freaking catcher? Do you guys just go and say, well, where's the hardest position at? And then sign me up?
course.
Denae, I have met so many ladies that are catchers. I feel like I'm in a twilight zone sometimes, but like, what is it about catching that were you always the catcher, or at some point in time did it change?
Yeah, growing up, I've always been a catcher infield. I play wherever they put me, but I've always been a catcher ever since I started. I've always been on the smaller side, especially while playing on the boys team. So I always got pushed to second base or right field or something like that. But I've always fell in love with catching. And lately, especially these past few years, I've really been pushing for that spot because that's what I fell in love with. And that's where I belong. So I've really been pushing for that spot. And it feels good to finally have it.
Well, I know both of these ladies, Olivia and Evyr, have done some catching, I believe, at some point in time. Like, to do it for the long haul, you have to seriously take care of your body.
Oh, yeah.
Like, what advice would you give these ladies and every other catcher out there listening as they're, they have the MLB hopes and dreams? Like, how do you take care of your body so that your knees, your back, everything holds up throughout the journey?
I think it's really important to just stay on top of your sleep, stay on top of your eating. I know it sounds repetitive and everyone's going to tell you that, but it's very important. You definitely need your sleep to heal your body at night, drinking lots of water, especially if you're putting in work during the day for a few hours, whether that's the gym, whether that's baseball training. I think the behind the scenes is very important with keeping your body healthy and keeping you prepared for the games.
Why catcher of all positions?
I like the control. I like being a part of every single play. I get bored really easily, so having the ball thrown to me every single pitch is the best thing I could ask for. I have a lot of fun back there. I mean, helping your pitchers out, you're in the game every second, and I love it.
You ever talk smack to the batters?
Maybe a little bit. Can't let the umpire hear though.
Really? So the umpire, like, he would get mad at you? Umpire, like, throw you out of the game, maybe?
Maybe. I haven't gotten there yet, but
Okay. Evyr, how often do you catch?
For my travel team at home, I don't really catch that much.
Mm-hmm.
For ball girls, I caught one game in Cooperstown.
Okay.
But I mean, I don't really like to catch, but like I will catch.
Okay. I understand that. I understand it. Denae, did you see what these girls did in Cooperstown a few weeks ago?
I did. That was amazing. You guys killed it out there. That was so awesome to see. I loved it.
I think it is. Look, I was I told them already. We had a lot of the girls from the team on last week, and I told them I was up like 1:00, 1:30 in the morning, streaming the games just because. I mean, they had these girls playing at like midnight. I mean, seriously, what's wrong with them? But
no, that was amazing. You guys did great out there. That's super awesome.
they were rock stars. They had like people lining the fence, high-fiving them, signing autographs. Olivia's getting lame pickup lines from boys. Hey, I told my wife that pickup line, Olivia, that dude told you, and she just laughed. So that was pretty funny. All right,
I will say thank you, Denae, for sending that quick video. Shout out, good luck message to the girls. They got it on Monday morning. So that was really cool. I know a lot of them were like, "Hey, that's our coach." So it was cool. And Canada, I know you were there, so being able to send that message of good luck before was awesome. So thank you.
Yeah, of course. I love all these girls, and it feels good to have them look up to me and be able to create a path for them. So anything you guys need, I'm here.
Awesome. Take it away, Ev.
What like motivates you to like keep working hard?
I want to take baseball as far as I can. Baseball has been my life, and I feel like I'm finally starting to make the progress that I've been looking for. So why stop now? I feel like I'm in a really good spot to be able to break that barrier for women in baseball. So doing what I do, as well as the people like Kelsey Whitmore doing what she does, we do it all for you guys. So just trying to break that barrier down and go as far as we can.
What's the biggest feedback that you hear from scouts, from professional teams? Like, what's the feedback they give you outside of the fact that you're not as big and strong and fast as some of those guys out there are.
They seem to be very impressed with how we come on the field. Not only how we playing, but how we hold ourselves, our energy that we bring. I think that's huge. Just being able to go out there and have fun and just show what you got. Veronica Alvarez always tells us, don't put pressure on yourself to perform, put pressure on yourself to showcase what you already have. So I think that's a huge part of it, is just not feeling that pressure, just going out there and having fun and do what you do. And they seem to be impressed. Even when I show up and I'm 5'6", 140 pounds, I'm not the biggest person out there. They like what they see for the most part.
Very cool.
It's the baseball smarts too. I feel like a lot of the girls, especially 12, 13, up into high school, it's that baseball smart, the gameplay, they're ready for it. They understand it at a little bit different of a level. Maybe they analyze it a little more. It's part of that school, I think, baseball school.
Yeah, of course. I agree.
All right, Olivia, you're up.
What made you choose baseball?
What made me choose baseball? I think it was just in the cards for me, honestly. 3, 4 years old, I'd go across the street with my dad and play base and play catch. And he used to say that I used to get mad every day. I would start crying because I missed the ball. We would go inside for 10 minutes and then I'd be ready to go do it again. I just fell in love with it. It was just what I wanted to do. In high school, I played football and I had an opportunity to play flag football in college. And I said no because I wanted to stick with baseball. It was just what I fell in love with. And I'm happy that I did, because this journey is unlike anything else I would have gotten anywhere else.
Where did you go to college?
I went to UNLV for a year.
Okay.
It didn't work out too well, but still pushing through, finding other ways.
Yeah.
Look, following the dream, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
What's the dream right now? Next 5 years, what would be the life? Where would you be?
Somewhere playing baseball. That's all I can tell you. There is a lot of opportunities out there that I'm looking to. I'm not sure which one will land yet, though. So I'm trying to keep my options open and just see how far I can get, see the type of path that I can create for these younger girls, and just get women baseball like more recognition, just show people that we belong out there. So whatever I got to do to make that happen, I'll do it.
Hell yeah. Now, we talked a little bit about the USA team. You guys were just playing like just a few weeks ago, short weeks ago.
Yeah.
How did that go? Now, was this the cup that you guys were chasing?
So this is the World Cup qualifier that we had just competed in. The top 3 teams play in the World Cup finals next year. It was an amazing experience, honestly. The type of energy that we brought and how locked in we were ready to take on each pitch, every game. It was just unbelievable. We did really well as a team and as individuals, and we just came together and put on a show, and it was fun.
So now, for our listeners out there that may have not followed, where did you guys finish up?
So we ended up in first place of the World Cup qualifier. We went 5-0. We had 4 shutout games, and it was a blast. I think we really opened some eyes.
Yeah. Well, speaking of that, what do you feel like you're doing for the international game? I mean, because obviously we may be a little bit more advanced, I guess, considering you guys performed so well. But I feel like it's not even just just a USA thing. It's an international thing now.
Yeah, I definitely believe that we're opening eyes, letting people know that we belong on the field. I think that's the biggest thing, is just showing up and showing how good we are and showing our skills is huge for people to believe in us on the field. A lot of people see a girl on the field and then they automatically think, oh, she's not a baller. She can't play. She's a girl. So I think just not only USA going out there and performing like that, but the other countries as well. It's opening a lot of eyes and getting us a little bit more attention and showing people that we do belong out there. So
now, where is the World Cup next year?
It'll be back in Thunder Bay, Canada.
Okay.
Same
and
spot.
Then I think Allie 28, it's in LA. Is that right?
Not the World Cup. The Olympics are in 2028 in Los Angeles. And it'll just depend if the committee votes baseball and softball, the diamond sports, back into the Olympics. Then women's baseball has the opportunity to be an Olympic sport in 2028. which is where these two co-hosts would possibly be eligible for Team USA. But it's going to be a dogfight against Denae to take one of those spots.
Yeah, it is. You guys better come ready.
What
I
did
like
it
that.
mean when you first heard that you made the USA team? And then what did it feel like wearing USA across your chest?
So my first time making the USA team was in 2019 for the Pan American Championships in Mexico. I was only 17 at the time, and to hear my name called and recognized to be on the team, I was honestly in shock. It was my biggest dream, my biggest goal, and I wanted nothing more than to put that jersey on. And putting that jersey on never gets old, ever. This is my third year competing with the national team, and it feels just the same as the first year. Just going out there, representing USA, representing all the people that look up to you, your families, your friends. It's an amazing feeling. It's unbeatable for sure. Never gets old.
How have you seen the game evolve at that level over the last since 19? Like when you were first picked, like how have you seen the game evolve?
I think the talent has just gotten incredibly better. Every single year we have new talent, young talent that's ready to go out there and ball out and compete. And I think the level of play is just getting higher and higher, from returners to younger players to people that are going through our development programs with the MLB and USA Baseball and everything. I think the talent just continues to grow and get better. And we definitely got our work cut out for us if we want to keep those spots, because there's some good talent that's coming for us. So
Of
stay ready.
course. That's I mean, Ever don't you feel like she should be a little threatened?
Yeah, I think she should.
Is
Okay,
it
I'm
because
ready for the
There's,
challenge.
there's
is it
15 of us coming for every spot.
All right, I like it. I like the challenge. Bring it on.
What would it mean to
Olivia?
you, Ev and Olivia,
Go ahead.
to wear USA across your chest? Like, what would that mean to you? Is that a goal of yours? Olivia started off.
Yeah.
What you got?
Yeah, so it would be like awesome to just play for USA, even just to be on the team, even where a position I don't like, I'd still play it just to be on the team and like just represent and play. And I actually went to the 12U NTIS tryout at Big Show in Reading, PA. And I just like played against. There's actually this kid named Christian Matos.
Mhm.
He's on the 12U national team, and I was actually at the tryout with him.
Those kids just seriously balled out. Like,
hmm
I mean, it was kind of scary. Like, what you might know the score of that first game that they played? I can't even remember who it was against, but it was like 30
Yeah,
something to
that was
1.
actually that was the younger team. He went to Taiwan, I think it was,
Okay.
and he played 12U like a while back. So I think he'd be 13U this year.
Okay.
But I think it's just like the development program at our age.
Right.
Well,
Okay.
and that's the thing. It's just trying to create more opportunities for the younger girls and younger ages, because internationally, the boys have competitions at 10U, 11U, 12U. So USA does have those regional tryouts and those regional teams, and then creates a Team USA at that age group to travel in these international tournaments. Like, the girls don't have an international tournament in any age division other than the women's. So we don't really have a development system. And I think, hopefully MLB and Team USA, the way they do Trailblazers and EDI, continue to grow and are able to form some sort of system like that for the girls once there is international competition. But, it is tough because there isn't anything like that. The boys have a lot of those NTIS tryouts and regional teams, and the girls have the Trailblazers events, but there's not much throughout the year.
Well, at least
Same with Team USA.
Yeah, but at least give them a shot to come on the field and show what they got. I mean, look, if you can't compete, then that's the same as anybody else that shows up and it's just not good enough. But at least get the opportunity to show up. So
It's growing. Opportunities are growing.
Yep.
I think that's a good point
baseball.
I think that's a good point to bring up as well, is that on the boys USA side, they do have a different team every single year, every single tournament, because they're constantly aging out of their brackets. Which makes the women's national team that much more special is we play together every year. It's a lot of the same core group that grows together and learns from each other and takes their different experiences and brings it all together every year. So it's the same core group of women are going to make up that national team every year. It's not a whole new group of women every single year, like they were aging out or something. So I think it makes it that much more special, just being able to really create a family and create a special bond with your team.
Well, how often do you guys go through the tryout process? Is it a yearly selection that happens?
Yeah, every year there's open tryouts. Well, I'm not going to say every year because things change, but for the most part, it's an open tryout process. Normally about 70 to 80 girls, women, and then they go down to top 40, and then they make the final cuts to the 20.
How did Fox do this past selection?
She did great. She made the top 30. I think we went to 37 this year. She was doing great. I mean, it's a tough roster to make. It's a very tough roster. But yeah, she did great. I mean, you never know what can happen. So yeah, of course.
And that's part of that young group, that the young studs that are coming right there. I mean, they're top 40 coming for them. They're playing against them in these women's tournaments. They're playing high school ball. Like, they're not far from booting some of these women out once they lose a step, if they ever lose a step, because most of the women haven't.
Denae, that'd be sad, if we invite you on a show and then the two girls that we have, like, have you get eliminated. I'm sorry if that happens, but
hey, if they outwork me, then they can have it, but I don't think that'll be happening. So better keep up.
All right. Any final questions for you ladies?
No.
No?
I actually have a question for Olivia and Evyr.
Go ahead.
I want to know what some of the struggles you guys go through, and how you deal with them.
Olivia, do you want to go first?
No, you can go first.
So in where I live, there's not a single girl who plays. So it's like whenever you go to tournaments and you see like other boys teams, they're going to be talking about you. So all you got to do is just lock in, focus up, and just play how you always play, like you're just playing against any other person.
It's easy to say,
I like
though.
it.
That's easy to say. Like, I'm sure Denae's definitely had her hard times. Like, I mean, how do you lock in? I mean, that's easy for anyone to say ever, like lock in and focus. Like, I can go tell my son that and he's going to laugh at me. How do you get ready for that, though? Because, I mean, do you prepare yourself each time you show up to the field? This is what I'm going to deal with. Here's how I'm going to focus. Do you have a routine?
So I last year about at this time, or like in this last summer, I like really struggled on like hitting and just like fielding. And then over the off season, I just if I'm gonna go far, I gotta start working and getting better. So like my brother and I have been fielding, hitting after school, on the weekends, whenever we have like the chance, because we live right across the street from a huge baseball field, and there's batting cages and everything you really need to like be successful.
Yeah.
I like that. At the end of the day, it is the same game, no matter what gender you are, no matter what color you are, no matter if you're 5'2" or 6'4", it's the same game. So if you feel prepared and you go out there with confidence and you play as hard as you can, that's all you can do. You can't control the people around you. You can't control what they talk about or how they treat you. So like you said, you just got to lock in and play your game. It's the same game that you play every day. So just have that confidence, go on the field, know that you belong.
And just like how you like show up to like warm up in the beginning. Like it's how you stretch, how you throw, how you take your batting practice, how you pitch, how you catch. Just all has to be like fundamental and like how you've been practicing.
Very cool.
Practice how you play.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think, and I've always heard this, but like honestly, if you practice hard enough, the game's pretty easy.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes practice is the hardest part of the game. All right, Olivia, what you have for Denae's question?
What? Yeah, the same thing ever. There's, I'm like the only girl that plays in my town, or and there. What I usually do when I'm like struggling or something, I take a deep breath and then like I focus on the main point of the game, like what I need to do to prove myself, or not prove myself, but like win in my eyes. Even if I lose the game, I'm winning with like my fielding, how I played, how I hit, my sportsmanship, my attitude, and everything.
The game's a lot more than just your average or your ERA. It's a lot more than that, like you just said. The gamesmanship is huge.
Definitely agree. Especially being a girl on the field, when you know all the eyes are going to be on you, it's how you carry yourself. When things are good or when things are bad, it's how you carry yourself and how you move past that and what you do next. So I really like those answers.
Mm-hmm.
Well, awesome. So, Denae, what do you do? Like, are you just in off season right now, or are you playing with the team currently?
So I play in a men's league out here. We play
Mhm.
every Sunday. So our season actually starts on Sunday, which is my birthday as well. So that'll be fun to be able to get
Birthday.
out and play a baseball game on my birthday. Thank you. So I do that out here in Vegas just to keep my reps going and stay in the game. I got the gym, I got the cages almost every day. So just focusing on that and keeping myself ready for whatever's next. There's a handful of women's tournaments that I'll be going to, as well as a men's World Series tournament in Arizona. So just trying to stay at a high level of play for whatever comes my way. So I'm ready.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
And what women's team do you play for? You got to give a shout out.
So I actually play for Evolution for Alex Oglesby, which we have the Roy Hobbs World Series tournament coming up in October, and then also the Racing Bells for the AAGBL, which will be in Sarasota in November. So a couple different names across my chest, but still the same game. So
Mm-hmm. I have one more question for you, Denae.
what's up?
Who is like your hero, or who inspires you to like keep going? Who got you to where you are right now?
Great question.
I think, oh, that's a hard one. I've been in this process with a lot of amazing people. My top two has definitely got to be Alex Oglesby and Veronica Alvarez. Um, Alex Oglesby has been part of my baseball journey for a really long time, and she's had a huge influence on me and how far I've come. And I can't thank her enough for the person that she is to me on and off the field. And then Veronica Alvarez obviously is doing amazing things. She's an amazing leader that I look up to at USA, and she's taking me to the next level. So those two ladies right there are definitely huge inspirations for me as in my journey and to where I've come today.
You know, the cool part about, there's so many negatives in social media and things that go on online, but the cool part about this is like you ladies now have direct connection to someone that's like can help mentor you through the process. I mean, you've got a lot of people around you, a lot of great resources, and you're hearing them like right here talk directly to you, and like, I think it's pretty freaking awesome. Who's your favorite MLB team, Denae?
I was just about to ask that.
Dodgers all the way. Since I was born,
Who's your favorite football
always
team?
been Dodgers. Unfortunately, it's the Raiders, but it's always been like that. So I just got to deal with them. But I can root for my Dodgers any day.
Well, what are you going to do if the A's move to Vegas? Because I've heard that's the rumor, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think it'd be a cool opportunity. Get to go watch some baseball games. But I'm still a Dodgers fan all the way. Can't change ever.
Okay. Now,
Yeah.
who's your number one player of all time?
Of all time. Oh, wow. I'm gonna have to go Mookie Betts. I've bounced around a little bit. It used to be Corey Seager when he was on the Dodgers. That's my man. And then There's Trey Turner. I love Trey Turner. I love the way he plays. Acuna is being a great influence right now. I love the way he plays as well, with the swag and his hustle and just a level of play that he's at. But I've got to go Mookie. He's amazing on and off the field, and he's a great person to look up to. So definitely got to be Mookie.
Okay. Olivia, who's your favorite baseball player?
Derek Jeter.
Now, did you get to see Jeter play?
No.
No. So how did
My
you?
mom
Okay.
met him in his rookie season.
Oh, so and then she just said you're a Derek Jeter fan from now on.
Well,
Look, that's how I did my kids.
There might be rumors that she dated him, but I don't know if they're true or not.
Oh, you just gonna put that out there, right? You just gonna put that right out there.
It's not the first time I've heard this rumor.
It was all in Cooperstown.
It was everything everyone talked about.
Yep. Because when we saw his batting glove, she started crying.
And she screamed.
Olivia's mom started crying and screaming. Not Olivia.
Oh,
her mom. Just throwing it out there.
Okay.
And then
Amy's probably going to kill me too. Sorry, Amy.
I think it was McKenna that goes. McKenna turns around and goes, "His ex is in the audience." And she
oh my goodness.
And she got up and pointed at my mom.
These girls are ruthless to each other.
They are. They were calling one of them stinky last week and all kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, that was Mickey.
Evyr, who's your favorite MLB player?
Probably right now either Trey Turner or Bryce Harper, because they're both Phillies players. Bryce Harper's not really doing so hot right now after he hit his 300th home run, but it's all right. He'll get back in his groove.
He's coming back from a Tommy John surgery. Cut him some slack.
I know. But come on. He's got to do good. He's got to.
Look, there's high expectations always for that man. So
he's from Vegas.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. At a young age, too. I think I still have the Sports Illustrated that he was on the cover of, I think, when he was 16, I believe it was. I have it
he was a monster.
Yeah. All right, Denae. Well, we're getting close to the end here. So, Allie, you have any final questions for Denae?
I think my only question would be, what's the best place that you've been through baseball? What's the coolest place that baseball's taken you?
I've had so many great experiences that I wouldn't have had if I wasn't a girl playing baseball. There's been countless opportunities where being a female on the baseball diamond has allowed me to experience some amazing things. I just recently threw out the first pitch at the Mets game. That was an amazing opportunity. If I wasn't a woman representing baseball, I would have had no chance of doing that. So I think it's opportunities like that that just trying to get more recognition to the game. They make it all worth it, and it's really cool. So I'm excited to see what the future brings. You never know.
How nervous were you throwing out the first pitch?
Oh gosh, it was a whole thing. My heart was beating so fast, no warm-up throws, and I'm not a pitcher either. So I was trying not to throw it straight into the ground, but made it happen.
Well, look, you couldn't do any worse than, I think it was 50 Cent. Was it 50 Cent?
Oh, yeah.
Threw the ball like 90 degrees the other direction.
That's pretty bad. Pretty bad.
All right. Well, I think that is awesome. Denae, again, from the show standpoint, we're huge fans. We're huge supporters. I think it is pretty amazing what you have done and what you're continuing to do, not only just for these two ladies, but, thousands upon thousands throughout the country and throughout the world. So thank you so much. And I know it's not easy. There's easier routes to take for women athletes, and you choose a path that's got some resistance. And so I respect, and I think it's amazing what you've done. So
yeah, thank you so much for all your guys' support. I really appreciate it. It means a lot.
You're welcome. Well, the final question that we ask every single guest. If you're walking up to bat tomorrow, what's your walkout song?
Ooh, it's got to be some Spanish music. I love me some Spanish music. Probably La Mama de la Mama by El Alfa. That's the one. Get the crowd hyped up, get you feeling loose.
All right. Well, that's different. So I'll have to look that one up. I'm learning. Always learn different and new songs because I guess I
I love it.
I just don't keep up with new music today, Allie. I don't know half the songs that most of these kids say. So
There's so many songs, but no, the Latin music, it's even over the speakers of a major league stadium, it gets the crowd going. And that's total LA
For
move right
sure.
there.
I
She plays
love
that
it.
in LA and Taco Tuesday. Game goes crazy.
I love it. I'm all about the energy, so bring it.
awesome. Well, very cool. So, Denae, at the end of the show, we always wrap up, and we let our guest, and so we have 2 co-hosts today, so they don't have to do it. But if you would definitely, we would be honored if you'd close out our show. So I say until next time, and you say we'll catch you on the slide.
All right. Sounds
Does that
good.
work? All right.
Let's do it.
So thank you to our audience out there that continues to support us, listen to our episodes. Thank you so much. I hope you've maybe taken some time and looked up Denae and some of our USA teammates and learn more about these ladies, because it's pretty amazing the things that they're continuing to accomplish. So thank you again for joining us. And until next time, Denae.
We'll catch you on the slide.
We thank you for toughing it out and pushing through. Now, let's go teach the world great sportsmanship, leadership, to go inspire someone through your dedication and excitement for the game. Make sure to smash the like and follow button on all social media at the S.L.I.D.E Podcast Show and the S.L.I.D.E Pod on Twitter. Plus, leave us a review and feedback. Until next time, we'll catch ya on the slide.